Everybody, it's almost 6 o'clock, so big improvement. Now, regrettably, I already checked. There is absolutely, well, absolutely, my recipe, I'm 95% sure is the same from yesterday, which makes me hate cron. So I put it in TMP yesterday. Yeah. So this is disappointing, which means I'm gonna take a quick look at how this is supposed to go. Rather, I'm going to try and go from a specific time, minute to minute, and try to make a change. Because as my understanding goes, I'm specifying the time zone, which is which for Italy is centering up on Rome. And 0000 should be how would I say, should be midnight. I believe that should be working as usual, but nothing is. So before we go into the Figma side of it, let's take a look again at cron v3. This one. So yeah, see, we're gonna go for a cron Asia Tokyo 3004, which means that it runs every day at 4:30 this timeline. Now, first let's check if the cron is something from this. Okay, cron time zone. So the time zone handling is inside the cron. Rome time zone. Maybe I have the cron over here. Cron. Man cron. Time zone. Daemon will use if present definition in ATC local time. Honestly, I don't know if it's present. Local time. The fuck? It's not executable. Okay. Time zones. Shut up. What's going to simply interpret cron tab entries in the system time zone setting that the cron daemon runs under. This can be a source of dispute if a large multi-user machine has several time zones, especially if the system time zone includes the potential of confusing DST. That's a cron implementation may, as a special case, recognize lines from cron TZ in user cron tabs. interpreting sequence cron tab entries relative to that time zone. Linux.net. Oh yeah. Time zone. Zone. The cron z The cron tz specifies the time zone specified by the cron table. User type input choose the table in the time of the specified zone. The time on the log is taken from local zone where the daemon is running. I didn't find a table with everything. I'm gonna check. First off, cron tz looking good. Second off, oh wait a second, Asia Tokyo. Oh, Europe Rome. As every single time, very embarrassing. Let's like, so this is the minutes. Should we go for 24 and 06? And let's run this. So localhost 81, rubbish. There you go. I've been thinking lately. So, nope, didn't work. Yeah, my offset is still 0. Well, first off, let's keep my stuff. Europe, time zones. Cron, Linux, cron, time zones. Yeah, see, so it's Europe, Rome. So this looks solid. But do I have the right amount of stars? It's 3 stars per 30. Does not look promising. Just as a precaution, I'm going to print something out. Git. Because I can't just go every 24 hours. I want to go to specific time. Even if it's not midnight, it's still fine if it's like, I don't know, 2 in the morning. I don't see people cook. It doesn't really matter if it's after 10. You ain't gonna cook at those times. But now that I think about it, I should have different clocks based on regions. So that's going to be a nice problem because I could understand from someone like, where does this go? Yep, always offset of 1. Now let's take this notation. This is GMT plus 2. So let's say GMT plus 2. Great. And let's go for 31. Amazing. Another thing, my today's recipe probably should just start off as I should just simply run it straight up from the casual recipe every time I run the server. That's going to be easy. There we go. Possibly crashing again. But anyway, I lost it, so there it is. Notch fried rice, well, wait 30 seconds, and the Central OS real version of cron just at the line. One thing I'm going to check. How does this configuration roll over here? Does it take the... Does he use the cron from this operating system? And if so, I should check if the cron in Golang does... the cron in Ubuntu works at that time. Zone? Nope. A new cron job runner modified by the given options. Available settings. Time zone. Time zone schedules are interpreted. Time default. Decision parser converts cron specific into tron schedule. So it's 32. And it won't fucking work. But now, since my location should be the default one, in the range of 3 and 8, 11. Run at specific time every day. Cron. So 35. And it's 6 in the morning. Yeah, could be a fun challenge to tackle. To read from everyone which time zone you are from based on your country. Check the time zone and serve a different recipe on different time zones. So 35. And it won't work. Son of a bitch. Wait. It actually worked. Oh no, I just changed the code. So I have cron, right? Now it makes me wonder. Make a notification from the Linux. Great. After 42, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break and then take a look at what we could do over here. Because I believe I'm misunderstanding something about crons. 42, no notification. On my way.
Că nu vreau să accept acum. Dar știi că am făcut gimnastică în zona și am făcut gherbe, am făcut allungamento disciplinare și secundament și allungamento. Știi cum am făcut allungamento?
Păi scrie esercițiul te ajută. Stai continuando a fare esercițiu. Nu.
Am făcut în două și am făcut cu ghiră și am făcut și allungamento disciplinare. Nu știu, m-a ajutat, dar ceva mai trece.
Vabbè, però Pablo. E non è che ci può andare. No, ti riesci a non. Che non voglio che mi rompi. Oh. Ciao. So the tactic here is, first I have to check that this implementation, first I have to understand that cron runs, yeah, exactly. For example, you can run a backup of all user account at 5 a.m. So that's 0, 5, every week. So that's once a week. Minute, hour, day of the month. So that's great. This is how it should be. Meaning this son of a bitch should work. So Cinnabon bun icing. Wait, is it because of the seconds? I'm gonna be so sad if it's because of the seconds. It will always parse it as maybe because if I set 2 seconds, it will always parse as 6 arguments, and my stuff will never work basically. I would be sad, feel stupid, but would be happy because we could just forget it and go on. But the whole idea of having different time zones sounds fun. I mean, probably we'll have 0 users, but still, kind of fun. Yep. Fix the clock. So git push to origin. One specific tag. And this should auto deploy, which is fantastic. Now, my clock is done, so I have to do the least favorite part, which means let's bring out the Figma. Take a very quick look. Now, rather than a rectangle, I'm gonna take, I don't know, I guess Android 16. And this basically would be my layout. So let's add some text, which would be the recipe name. Maybe center it. And same goes for the text inside. And let's make it a lot bigger. Let's put a little bit of a more peaceful color for my eyes. Anyway, this would be my recipe name, and then I guess I'm gonna go for something like submitted 15, 10, 20. Actually, this is going to be like more of a text, so character 15 is good. And how we go? Time 30 minutes. I really don't need the submitted. So my time will be 30 minutes. Maybe get this to be white. Yo, Mr. White. 4 of what? Oh, number of steps. Steps. Number of steps. So before the number of steps, let's put an ingredient list. Sugar, cream, ice, in well, the number of steps is fine. Now for the actual steps, I did picture it being like a little bit of a rectangle, a different color, maybe something similar, greenish. Muddy. Step 1. Step 2. Step 3, and so forth. Now see, very easy. This should be an idea of how the actual recipe should go. And now for the browser, I'm gonna say this is the phone browser version. This browser will have to have like a footer, perhaps take a rectangle to divide this, and just gonna add some bullshit like well, first off steps. Take a little bit of order. It should be general info. Rectangle goes into steps. Under my stuff. This should be called footer. So, as we were saying, let's put some bullshit here like the fuck is this? Let's put the stupid stuff over here like oh, so that's how it works. Weird. So two quick sections would be like section number one should be contacts. And section B would be something like navigation. Here I'm gonna link my Git. Control Alt P for last plugin. Well, that's useful. So Control, where the fuck is my Alt? Alt P. There you go. LinkedIn. Good. And honestly, this should do. I don't have a personal website yet, so that's fine. And my pages should be very simple. This is my maybe smaller, and this is my So home bold. Home pictures ladder account, which on the phone I would like for it to be actually let's take like that, run my last plugin and search for options perhaps. Well, nope. First off, all of this crap goes into the footer. Second off, let's group my crap. Ladder pictures home. Navigation should be navigation. And the contacts recipe name should go on here. And the contacts rectangle, so Git, LinkedIn, and GitHub. Let's group it as contacts. Amazing. Contacts. Great. So same thing over here should go as an icon over there. So 3 icons. Flat icon, whatever. And I want to get the SVG of options. Yep, simple. Can I just copy it in here? Doesn't look like it. Free download. Thank you very much. Shit. This should be my top fuck. This will be my header. So when I press my header, it's like how my Figma would always copy as a top. I would like for it to copy always in the bottom. Anyway, this is the phone browser home. And we group this as browser phone version. And this is the home. This is the home options open. Actually, home nav open. I'm gonna try to be clear for my GF. She's not a programmer, so I don't want her to get super stoked about what's going on. And in this case, basically, we're just gonna put some different color over here. know, an ugly yellow. And copy from my header how big is the recipe. Group this stuff as navigation. And it's going to be basically the same thing. Home, or maybe a little bit smaller. 24. 24. Still kind of big, but it's okay. So home, pictures. Wait, home pictures. What leaderboards? A better name. And finally, account. Good. Also a little X for it to be closed. Or a right arrow also works. Right arrow. Yeah, this one. All for simplicity. As a PNG. Yeah. I wonder if I can default it as a son of a bitch. I'm using Miro these days for to organize my story of my comic book, and sometimes it gets very annoying because I'm trying to move. Like in Miro, you would move with you'd move with your central button on the mouse. Can't remember how it's called. The wheel button. It would simply not work over here. Actually, would copy something. Gets me at 36. Don't know what it does, but I don't even care. So page 1 looks okay. Now page 2 should be pictures. Let's grab my page 2. Stay in your place, trash. And there's the page 2. Now page 2 should basically keep only the footer. Which, to be honest, my footer should be a component. It's a mistake that I often make of not making it a component. So copy paste group ungroup rename flatten stroke widget. Yeah, create a component. Now that it's a component, which by the way, can you please? Great. Now every time I copy this, I have an instance, which is great because, and by the way, you can copy an instance to make another instance. Which basically means that every time I change the component, like this, in this case, my ladder is a leader boards. it will simply change to anybody. And if you want to make something a little bit more organized, like the good thing should be so auto layout over here. See, it will work for everybody. Now its auto layout is kind of trash because I would want it to be more yeah. So this is more better idea. And same goes for that. Add an auto layout which simply gets everything a bit nice together. Now, one thing that I'm curious about, what happens if I modify this instance? So instances don't care about your other modification, but your frame does. So good to know. Anyway, this page we'll call it like gallery. Probably is better idea in general to have it. So this should be my galleries, which is basically a bunch of pictures. Let's take like no copyright image food. Ah, that's fancy as I imagined. Pancake. So basically this rather than being a field, to upload from my computer a non-copyrighted pancake. This should be the simple as pancake with username. Now it's got very annoying that everything is going to be written always as that. User entry. Yeah, so basically it's going to be a gallery of every user that will simply make you look at everyone who ever did it, and a quick nicety that we can make, simply put some pages. Now this is going to be a circle, so 40-40, let's say. Then the navigation should be pages. And my pages will have like a text over here is going to be 1. Text over here to say 2. Or to say anything. Yo, son of a bitch. Well. Again, stay in your place, trash. Great, so. Or whatever, and select 12, depending on the pages. So good. This is going to be the page numbers. Let's say I can go for 3 by page, but this is an example. Probably like 5 is a good number. Now the leaderboards is a very simple page. Leaderboards. God damn it. Vim gets me a bad some bad oh my god, a bad habit of pressing ESC instead of enter on stuff. It's one of few problems of Vim. Leaderboards. As I was saying, this is a very boring page because it's going to be like, hey, this is username, maybe like place number 1, username. Kill off everything that I don't need. And perhaps I can just make them name like gold color hex. It is. Coco Coco. So silver color. Son of a bitch. And copper. Absolutely barbaric. I mean, I could put an emoji, but what are we, child? And from 4 forward, it's going to be basic white. Good. Now, one good thing that I should be doing, I'm going to murder someone. Sometimes Figma just really gets on my nerves. As before, this is going to be a component, and we slap it over here, like so. Maybe center it. Same thing goes for you, big guy. Good. And perhaps I can just simply the layout. Get them a little bit closer. That's a dumb idea. Forget the layout. Yeah, this is fine. Probably it's a bit of an empty page, so well, I don't know. My girlfriend will figure it out. I'm sure she will. So basic layout, I should go for an account. The account bullshit is going to be the simplest one yet. So it's going to go for account. Your account. Rectangle 1. Username. Title. Username. My name. And this one is going to go for 15. Good. Font field. Mail. Gmail.com. And honestly, I don't want to ask for much else. It's like I don't need your phone and stuff. Maybe a button to change the password. So something like old pass. Son of a bitch. New pass. This way you can change your password. Now one thing important to do is to remember account, no account, right? Son of a bitch. Now my account, no account policy would be simply username, old pass, mail. Yes. Fucking hell, the button. This is a rectangle. Oops, rectangle. And the text inside would be save. Save button. Son of a save button. Yeah, maybe my header should be inside. So the stupid as stuff should maybe ask you to register. So the no account which perhaps I can just bring you here and say remove the instead of old pass this should be pass and confirm pass. Yeah, looking good. And over here we will simply tada confirm pass. Spectacular. Now I was wondering if I want them to be in the same layout. I'm gonna tell you I want. So we call it form and shoot myself in the face. Form add an auto layout center from the what the fuck is going on? Good. Is it because the like what in the shit? Why? There was an option to flatten. Group selection and group flatten outline. Figma remove empty round component. So flatten is amazing, but now I can't edit anything. Not gonna happen. Outline strokes. Again, amazing. Can I do anything with my strokes now? Once more, I don't know what I should be doing with such an option. So flatten doesn't work. But I swear to God, there's some way for you to just reduce the overlying stuff that's around, selection part. Paragraph indent. Trim extra space. Figma. Space cleaner. Figma flatten without moving text. Well, why don't you look at that? A union, huh? What happens if I unionize this one? The fuck? Subtract section. Now what if I subtract it? The fuck? So, union, subtract, use mask. Nope. Well, looks like there's not any better way to not kill my text. Edit object. And this is why I'm not a designer. Right? I should have fixed everything on the first header and then from once, but too late to apologize. And finally, this save becomes a fuck is the save? So this save becomes a register. And if you don't want to register or use I'm gonna go for Google honestly Google should be knife. Very well, so this is the browser phone version. Now I want to I guess I'm setting up also the desktop version. I don't feel like it, but first, the faster we go, the faster I can never ever touch Figma again. Anyway, a frame for a desktop version should go under. Pick my color. Amazing. In this case, I'm gonna get my recipe name. Yeah, I completely forgot about the name of the website. Oh well. I'm gonna utilize this thing. It's getting boring. Let's Google. God damn it. Bread machine, French style bread. Anyway, so let's just get it done with the boring way. This is the website. Let's pick the navigation bullshit. And paste it in here. Get rid of the arrow, get rid of the rectangle. And give it layout. It's gonna be like that. Or maybe this should be like, I don't know. Let's get it a little bit more fancy. Now, my recipe name. Lock this bitch. Actually, don't lock this bitch. My recipe name. Let's put a little bit of info. And let's copy this son of a bitch. Steps. Now, it might look like I can't click a button, but the excusing part is that I'm still getting used to my custom-made keyboard. So, without labels. So I'm still not 100% used for where my stuff is. Probably even a problem with how I place my fingers on the keyboard. Great. So this is the recipe of the day. Now I also wanted to, since we're here, let's fix a couple of stuff. So I also wanted to say if this is a ranked days. One step at a time. The home button, the header, which should have been a goddamn. When I think about it, it should have been a goddamn component. And I'm crying that it isn't. Okay. So this should be Google. And Google should also have the fancy stuff. Spectacular. Should also be an auto group. .48 and 48. Okay, 48 of height. Well, whatever. make it a little bit smaller, like 32. Center it. Wait, is it locked? What's the big deal? Uh, Gotta say, I'm having. Guess it's not that bad. Level of fun. Like, I guess it could be worse. And as I said before, I'm gonna leave my GF to do all of the grunt work that I don't like. It's not like I don't understand what you would consider good or bad design. Is that my passion stands more about the backend and the technical challenges. And this stuff gets a lot more simpler work. Simply not that educational in general, so doesn't that doesn't make it amazing for me. Now, to be fair, work isn't most of the time that amazing either, but sometimes you get some nice little challenges that really keeps you going a little bit. Guess I'd have to mature some years of experience so I can work on the funnier stuff. And so that I don't get what you want people to experience, but you also don't grow your employee if you don't let them do anything more complex than some bullshit stuff, some little bug fixes and some little implementations. Well, anyway, the app version, well, this is the mobile website version. Gonna draft tomorrow quick desktop version, and finally the app version is going to be basically this, but instead of having the navigation, like instead of having the, I don't know how you call this, side panel navigation, I'm just gonna place everything at the bottom. This way it looks and feels a lot more like a phone type of app. Well, anyway, we are 3 minutes to 8. About to get back to the amazing job, so I will see you everyone tomorrow. Me and that one dude that drops sometimes. Bye.